Hello everyone, welcome to our video of how to create an application with Gabriel Flow language and Netgrif platform. In this video we will show you a use case of how to create an application within our. In this video there will be two people who will present that to you. Those roles that these people gonna have will be client and IT consultant and developer. In the role of client, we do have here Gabriel and Juraj, and in the client of IT consultant and developer, here is Juraj and Juraj who will create an application for Gabriel. So guys, let's do it.
So hi, Juraj. So I would like to have an application. We have a small company and we have customers, and those customers have contracts. And we would like to create a small application or prototype a small application that the customers can send our request using anonymous web form, or they can call the call center, and somebody in the call center in name of those customers will fill the form. After the form is submitted, we would like to have that the form is processed by our employees and some response to that customer is created. So let's start. Can we create such a form?
Yes.
Okay, so we created a form which is actually a task in this language, Netgrif Flow, and I would like to have their data field name or first name, and I would like to have another data field surname. So Juraj is just dragging and dropping that, and I would like to have an email as another text field, and I want to identify the client, so I would like to have a contract number as a data field. And it would be nice to have all of these 4 data fields required so that the customer will for sure fill them if he's filling or she's filling the form. Okay, and it would be also nice to have a bigger text for the body of the request, so request text, call it. Perfect. That's all. That's the form, and now we would like to have a process where we can process submitting of those forms. So the first okay, you create a state of the begin of the process, and then a task. Task is this rectangle, and could give a name to the task, submit a form. Thank you. And after you submit those forms, I would like to have there a task for employee at the registration desk, which will be a registration of a form. Okay, perfect. And it would be nice after processing, after registering the form, based on some business rules, for example, contract number. There should be a split. It should go either to the first department or to second department. So a kind of XOR split. Perfect, Juraj. And after it goes to either first or second department, there should be a task for employees of the department where they prepare an answer of department. You can call it like answer of department. of first department, an answer of the second department, and after that it should join. So either it goes through first or second. Basically after this there should be a task for employee of registration desk where she or he creates a definitive answer for the customer. Call it just answer. And it also would be nice if the customer, after he submits a form, will have an information about the state or status of his application or request all the time. So, perfect. So you are just adding some kind of parallel split. So after he submit, there still will be available a task status. And can you now simulate, please, how it will behave? Okay, so first somebody can submit a form, then employee should register a form, and at the same time status will be still available for a customer. Now either it goes to first department, try. After that answer is prepared. And after that, the definitive answer for the customer. Okay, the same should goes for the second branch using second department too. Now we can maybe add roles. First of all, we don't want that somebody will directly approach the request form itself. So make a system role, please. And then we would like to have another role, which is employee of the registration desk, call it just registration. And another two roles for first and second department, like first department employee and second department employee. Perfect, you right? And now when we have the roles, we can attach those roles to tasks. First, registration of a form should be done by registration, and the same should be answer. Definitive answer should be done by employee of the registration desk. And then answer of first department should be done by employee of the first department, and the same for the second. Answer of the second department by employee of the second department. And now the decision should be done by system. So decision whether it goes to first or second should be done by system. It shouldn't be a human task, it should be automatic task. And a request form should also be a system task, because we don't want to approach it directly, we want to approach it in a select form. Perfect. And now we should attach some data to those tasks in the process. So in the select form, submit form, in a submit form, we can associate a task, a form itself. So as a task ref, as a reference to another task, we will have here, you can choose request form. So we will not approach a request form directly, but we will approach a request form inside of another task. Like submit form will refer to the request form itself. And I would like also that's actually all. And now in a status, we want to see those form. I want to see the data that I submitted, but just visible, not editable, because I already submitted, I cannot change it. And also I would like to have a new text field which is a status, where I will have some message in which state is my request. Perfect. And it should also be only visible, because it should be set by system in which state is the request itself. Perfect. So now I have already 2 tasks done, and now registration of a form. The employee at the registration desk should also see the form itself, so there should be a reference to that form, and also just visible. Okay, you are thinking for me. Perfect. And actually I told at the beginning that it should be either using web form or somebody can call to the call center. So we would like to have a data variable or data field where employee can choose from 2 values, some selection. Do you have some data fields like that? Okay, enumeration. And here I would like to have 2 choices there. First choice is web or online. Okay, perfect. And the second is call center. So if a call center is used, then somebody will fill it in your name. Okay, and so we should also give a name to that task, a title, and a title could be a channel. In which channel customer choose to communicate with us. Perfect. And now we would like to have answer of department. At the first or second, I would like to have see the submitted form. So again, a kind of reference to the form itself, just visible. Perfect. And then the text field, a bigger text field, maybe text area, where the employee of the first department or second department can create answer. Answer of department. Perfect. Okay. And the same should be done for the answer of the second department. And we can reuse the same data field. Okay, and now in the definitive answer for the customer, the employee, the registration desk should see the request form itself. So again, reference to that task or to that form, and also should see the answer of department. Okay, it should be only visible, and it should also have a new data field, which is definitive answer for the customer. Just call it answer. Okay, and that's basically everything. So we have, but as we said, we would like to change the status. So after form is submitted, so do you have some events there, something like finish of the submission? If somebody is submitting, I would like to react to that. Okay, perfect. So you have events here, and in finish, I would like to change the status value. So status has some kind of ID. Okay, it was text 4, so it was text with ID text 4. I associate it now in local variable status. And now I want to change the value, change status value to a string request submitted. And this is this low code, small low code written here. And can you do the same thing if it is registered? So in task 3, you can fill the same, just saying that it is already registered. And the same thing you could do at the end. If the definitive answer is made, then we would like change the status to registration answered. Perfect. And what would be nice now is that we will add to status, to the form associated with task status, we would like to add here this definitive answer field. So add answer here, but at the beginning there is no answer because it is first done at the end of the process instance. So at the beginning it should be hidden, not editable, not visible, just hidden. Perfect. And it should be changed from hidden to visible after the answer is finished. So you go to the answer finish, edit action, and in this finish, not only status should be changed, but also the answer data field should be made visible. Okay, so and this is text with ID 6. And the status task has ID 9. Okay, and now make this answer visible on that status task always. So when true. So always when it is finished, when answer is created, it will make the data field status or answer, data field answer in status task visible. Perfect. And the last thing we should do is that we should automatically decide. So first of all, can you go to data variable, contract number and make some validation to allow between 1000 and so in range 1000 and 2999. These are valid contracts for us. And I would like now to have this automatic decision. So at the end of registration of form, there should be said whether it should go with this upper branch or this lower branch, first department or second one. So first, what do you do? I see now what do you do? You are storing in contract number the data field contract number. So, and you are storing these two tasks. No, you can also, you can make this decision. So if contract number is less than 200, then it should go to the upper level. So when it starts with 1, it should go to first department. When it starts with 2, it should go to second department. Okay, I see you have this async run, and then you assign task 4 and finish task 4. And task 4 is actually, I see here on the other side, it is to first department, and task 5 is to second department. Perfect. So now it goes to first department when it should, but it should also go to second department. Okay. So else, when it is bigger than 2000, so it starts with 2, it goes to second department because automatically task with ID 5, which is labeled by 2 second department, is filled. Now, perfect, we have this. And maybe you can download. You can maybe just change the name of the process itself, or process model, or your code in TensorFlow language. And now you can download it. Okay, perfect. Can you show me what it created? Okay, it created the source code in TensorFlow language. When you see the roles, data variables, and tasks, and association of data variables to the task using IDs of the data variables. And in this way, also this source code is readable for a non-IT person like me. Okay, perfect. Now, can you create an application?
Yes, I will just log in into our demo application and upload this process.
Okay. Now Juraj goes to process, choose and upload that file, and it's done. Okay, and now can you show me how you can take this identifier, okay, I see, and you can go to some web page and create an anonymous form. So just entering this web page, you already have a new instance of that form, and I am now a client of our company. So my first name is Gabriel. The second name is Juhas. My email is juhas@netgrif.com. And my contract number could be 5000. No, it's not a valid contract. I just joking. So 1234 is my contract number. This should be valid contract number. And please change my address. Change my address to new address. Okay, and I will give. And now by finish, we submit the form. And we see the status. Okay, I see that the request is submitted and I see what I filled in the form. And now can you go back to the application? Okay, and now in role management, I see somebody can change you can change for you a role, and you can be now a registration desk employee. Perfect. And I would like to see what you see now. You see my instance and okay, you see registration of a form. And if you assign, you see the form itself, and you can choose whether it was using web or call center. Now it was using web. And wait a minute. And can you now explain what happened actually, how the model control the application? Can you go to modeler and show what happens? Actually, what happened, if you go to simulation mode, what happened that somebody submitted the form, and now a registration. Can you go to that simulation mode? And now somebody is filling or executing a task, requesting a form. And if he click to finish, so it will actually go here, and at the finish, this piece of code where system will decide whether it should go upper level or lower level to first department or to second department. Now, because it was 1234, the contract number, it should go to first department. This task should be automatically done, like assign and finish. And you should see the answer of the department. So can you go back to the application and you press finish now. And now if you go to role management, and if you to check it, whether it's really true, you should have now role of first and the second department at the same time. And we will see whether it goes to first or second, whether it really works. And now, okay, you see it goes to first department. So automatically the first go to first department task was executed by the system because the contract number started with 1, was less than 2000. And now, as an employee of the second department, you can fill your answer. Okay, others change. And now, can you change role again to registration desk? Perfect. And now, as an employee of the registration desk, you can create a definitive answer. You see here the answer of the first department, just very brief. And if you create the answer for the client, you want to be more polite. So you would like, okay, thank you for a request. Your address was successfully changed. Your address was successfully changed. Perfect. And if you finish, can you go back to this anonymous form? Okay, we see here in this anonymous form that, can you reload maybe? Okay, you see that request is answered and there is already the answer is visible. So really, by finishing that task, creating answer, it makes this field answer visible on the task status, which is always available for somebody who submitted that form. Okay, I think that we have the prototype done, and in the next meeting we can continue and develop it further. Thank you, Juraj, for your help.
You're welcome.
And
thank you guys. It was just amazing.
Okay, thank you. You can try at our webpage both Builder, Netgrif Application Builder, and Netgrif Application Engine, and you can create such a process yourself.
Amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time. And goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.